Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, today's video, we are doing a single product review. In this series, we take one product, usually available at drugstore prices, and we tear it apart. We look at the ingredients, we look at the claims, we look at the pros, the cons, and ultimately decide whether you need it in your skincare routine. Today is the turn of this product, the Marine Hyaluronics by The Ordinary. Anyone that's watched this channel knows I adore The Ordinary, and I've tried just about every single one of their products over the years, with the exception of this. I really don't like the hyaluronic acid by The Ordinary. It doesn't sink in, it left a film, it balls, it pills when you try to pair it with other products. Just didn't enjoy it, and I assumed that the Marine Hyaluronics would be exactly the same, so I've always steered clear. Then about a month ago, a subscriber of ours said they tried it and it is totally different to the hyaluronic acid by plus B5 from The Ordinary. Works totally differently, it doesn't have the same consistency, and they absolutely loved it. Well, I saw that as a challenge. I jumped online and I bought myself a bottle of it to give it a go. I've been using it for the past 2 weeks, and in this video we're going to go through the texture, pros, the cons, ultimately what I think of this product and whether I think it's a good alternative to the hyaluronic acid plus B5 by The Ordinary, and whether there's space for it in your skincare routine. At the basis, this retails for $6.99 here in the UK, so a really accessible drugstore price point, around the $10 point over in the US, so a really affordable product. It is a mixture, unlike hyaluronic acid, which is derived very differently, it's a mixture of filtered blue algae and Hawaiian red algae, basically an amino acid complex which is going to hydrate in a very similar way to hyaluronic acid, which is a humectant, and it draws water and retains that moisture in the skin, giving you a more plump, dewy and hydrated look. We all know how hyaluronic acid works, and this works in a very similar way. Now, there are some key differences. This has a 23% concentration of the active ingredient. That is supercharged when it comes to concentrations. A lot of products are bulked out with fillers, preservatives, water, things like that. So 23% concentration of active ingredients is actually really high, and I love that about this product. The hyaluronic acid can't compare when it comes to that. The hydration that you get from this is supposed to be very similar to the hyaluronic acid, and we'll go through what my thoughts are afterwards. All in all, it's designed to be used instead of a hyaluronic acid rather than alongside. You can, of course, use the two together. There's no contraindications, but it's definitely meant to be a replacement for rather than alongside product. So I gave it a go, and I've been using it for 2 weeks. I'm going to share my thoughts. Overall, I absolutely love this product. I don't know, I'm kicking myself for not trying this sooner. So, my issue with the hyaluronic acid plus B5 from The Ordinary is it leaves a film on the skin. So any serums or moisturisers that you want to put on over that are competing to get through that film, so they'll become less effective. Also interacts with that film and then balls up, pills, peels, and just leaves a bit of a tacky, how to describe? Yeah, tacky is really the best way to describe it, film on the skin. I really don't like that, which is why I abandoned the hyaluronic acid plus B5 from The Ordinary and moved to the Incilist hyaluronic acid, which doesn't do that. This is a much more watery consistency to the Ordinary hyaluronic acid, which is quite gel-like. I'll show you on the back of my hand. It's quite hard to demonstrate. Got to get some. You can see I've been using this quite robustly. You see that drop in there? It's almost like water. It goes onto the skin like that, and it disappears literally within 5 seconds. It's gone. There's no fragrance, there's no colorant in there. In fact, it doesn't really smell of anything at all, which is good, because I thought with the algae it might have a bit of a seaweedy, a bit of a oceany smell, which isn't my favourite scent, but it doesn't. There's very little scent, and it literally has gone in there, no tackiness. It's like you're just applying water to the skin. What should we do? Let's start with the positives. Let's start with the pros. The price point. I mean, the price point here in the UK is absolutely fantastic. In the US, it translates really well, and again, it's super affordable. I don't think you should ever be paying more than $10 for a hyaluronic acid, and the same goes for Marine Hyaluronics, which ultimately should be doing the same thing. So the price point is bang on. I love The Ordinary for their pricing, and this is no exception. I also love the fact that the texture sinks in so well. Compared to the ordinary hyaluronic acid, there is no comparison. This just goes in like that. You saw on the back of my hand, it disappeared. There's no film, there's no stickiness. It just is perfect. It gives that hydration, then it moves on, and it allows you to then put all of your other products on top without having to wait a minute to 2 minutes for it to sink in and then having to fight through that film. I love the texture and the consistency of this. It's absolutely fantastic. It's vegan, which a lot of hyaluronic acids aren't because they can be animal derived. So you've got to be careful with hyaluronic acids. Some are, some aren't. You've got to do your research to make sure you are getting a vegan one. This one, not an issue. It's plant derived. So that's a huge pro for me, and I really like that. And I just think the high concentration of active ingredient in this, you're buying it for the marine hyaluronics and you're getting 23% concentration in this, which is really, really good for a skincare product. So the formulation, fantastic, and the concentrations are really good. And ultimately, the biggest pro for me is it worked. I actually found it far more hydrating and far more effective as a humectant than hyaluronic acid, even the Incilist hyaluronic acid, which is my go-to. If you haven't already, check out my empties video, which I'll leave up there, skincare empties video, where I actually said, I'm leaving the hyaluronic acid by the Incilist behind and I'm investing in this because this honestly gives a much better level of hydration and is just so lightweight and barely there. I adore it. In terms of cons, there is only one for me, and that is it goes in like that. It's a pro because it doesn't leave a stickiness, but it can be quite hard to work over your face. So what I would suggest you do when using this product, use it as your first serum step. Because it's so watery, you want to use it before you use any other serums. Closest to the skin, the better. Straight after your exfoliation, put this on. But I would apply it in different sections of the face because it dries so quickly. You've really got to work quickly to get the product in. So I would apply it onto your hand and then work it onto the face and then do the neck with a separate application because I found that it had dried before I had the chance to rub it on my neck. It's not a huge con, but it's something to be aware of and will dry super quick, so you need to work quickly with this product, and I would definitely recommend you do it in 2 applications if you're doing the neck and the face. Overall, I honestly struggle to find a negative with this. I would rate this product, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I'm knocking half a point off because it is a little bit, you have to work very quickly to get it across the face. I don't know that's a huge issue, but it's a 9.5 for me. As with all ordinary products, it's cruelty free, it's fragrance free, and it's colorant free, which is ding, ding, ding. I love this product. I'm kicking myself for not trying it sooner, and thanks to all you guys that have recommended it and said, don't worry, it is nothing like the ordinary hyaluronic acid plus B5, which I just couldn't get on board with. There are some information out there online that says it contains beneficial algal bacteria, which can support the skin. Yes, algae does have beneficial bacteria, which can impart. I think when something's been sat around in a container for a reasonably long period of time, I don't think you're going to get a huge amount of benefits from that. So I wouldn't use that as the reason to purchase this product. I would focus on the amazing hydration quality which it brings. And honestly, I think it's unparalleled. It is worlds better than hyaluronic acid, and I will definitely be repurchasing this and using it as my go-to humectant. Beautiful product, perfect price point, all around amazing product. I'd love to know what your experience is with this. Do you prefer hyaluronic acid? Do you think this is much better? Leave me a comment below, let me know your thoughts on it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and you'll give it a big thumbs up. That really helps us as a channel, and I'll love you forever if you do. And wherever in the world you are, take care, because tomorrow you don't want to miss our Best of Australia skincare. This series has gone mad and we're heading over to Australia to share some really amazing Australian skincare brands. So you don't want to miss that. So set your clocks for 10 a.m. tomorrow UK time and you won't miss out. Right guys, wherever in the world you are, take care, and I'm sending you lots of love from here in the UK. Bye.